Your good girl conditioning may be keeping you stuck. Yes, the delicate art of being palatable. The finely honed skill of nodding politely when interrupted, apologizing for things that aren't your fault, so others feel more comfortable. Don't be difficult. Be polite. Good girls don't cause trouble. The silly little thoughts we whisper to ourselves as we suppress our own needs, convinced that compliance is the key to love, success, and social acceptance. Dearest reader, I regret to inform you that this is a rather convenient system, just not convenient for you. I'm Dylan Moore, author, cognitive behavior specialist, and dedicated advocate for emotional healing on a global scale. Your guide through the absurd social expectations that keep people in a labyrinth of self-imposed chaos. Let's launch a delightful rebellion against emotional nonsense and absurdities we've been conditioned to tolerate for far too long. In today's discourse, let's dismantle limiting beliefs and expose the attempts of small-minded individuals who insist on gaslighting others into self-doubt, and let's call out the ludicrous psychological gymnastics that keep people trapped in niceties at their own expense. Because here's the truth. Your good girl training is nothing more than a set of rules designed to make you easy to control. And today we're burning the rule book. Now, a bit on how good girl conditioning traps you. If you spent your life prioritizing how others perceive you, consider the following. You were taught that being nice is more important than being honest. And so you learn to swallow your feelings like a bad cup of tea. You were told that conflict is unladylike, so you mastered the skill, the fine art of smiling through discomfort instead of speaking your mind. You learned that people-pleasing is a virtue, because nothing is more desirable than a woman who asks for nothing, expects nothing, and demands even less. You were led to believe that setting boundaries is selfish, because heaven forbid you actually protect your energy instead of offering it up like a sacrificial lamb. Let's be clear. This is not a personality trait. It's a form of control, and the price of compliance, your authenticity. Here's the hidden cost of being the good girl. If you always put others first, where does that leave you? Probably last, with an empty cup and an ever-growing resentment. If you never express your needs, how will they ever be met? Spoiler alert, they won't, because people will take whatever you keep offering. If you're more worried about being liked than being yourself, is it really you they like, or just a version of you that never disrupts the status quo? It's rather like spending your entire life curating the perfect social mask, only to realize that nobody actually knows who you are underneath it. A word on how to break free from good girl conditioning. Start by reclaiming your voice. Say what you mean without soft apologies or anxious disclaimers. Understand that politeness and passivity are not the same thing. One is social grace. The other is self-erasure. Give up the exhausting performance of being agreeable. You don't exist to accommodate the emotional fragility of others. Let people adjust to the real you. If they only like the silent, self-sacrificing version of you, they were never worth keeping. And now, a most scandalous realization. For those of you who have spent their lives trying to be good enough, agreeable enough, likable enough, you were never actually too much. You were simply too aware, too strong, too unwilling to conform to a system that thrives on your compliance. Society has long revealed the rebellious, the ones who dare to question, to challenge, to redefine the norm, and yet women are still expected to be pleasing, docile, and endlessly accommodating. But you're not here to be palatable. You're not here to be harmless. You are here to be whole. So tell me, who benefits from your silence, and more importantly, who loses if you finally speak? Drop a comment or like below. Let's normalize being fully expressed, unapologetically free. Together we rise, together we thrive. Let's rise fierce into a new life of personal power and freedom.